Hey, good morning, guys. Um, I just want to talk a little bit about the upcoming essay. The final draft is due Tuesday evening next week, right? So 319 at 11:59. Make sure you get that in on time. If you have a problem reaching that deadline, you can email me and we can work out something. I'm happy to help out. So, um, what else? Something important. I'm going to be out of town this weekend, so it might be a little slower responding to your emails. I will respond by Monday. Um, and if it's something urgent, know that I will try to be as flexible and open minded as possible. All right. Let's look at, I want to go through and look at some theses. I'm super happy to see the developed rough drafts that I do see online. That makes me happy. I'm glad you guys are working on this. It looks like you have a very good start. I want to look at some theses just because, that's one of the categories. And theoretically, your entire essay kind of stems from your thesis. So if you have a strong thesis and if you follow through with that thesis, you'll have a strong essay. And I made comments on these already. And if this isn't your class, it's all right, because I think these are general things, having seen a number of these rough drafts. In your intro here, we have this as the last sentence. That's not where a thesis needs to be, but usually that's where students put it. We have above it the last couple sentences here. There are now more of a widespread amount of opportunities at our fingertips than ever before. The invention of online dating has since opened our minds of all the possibilities to find true love. However, when we look closer into if this is a positive aspect, it seems to be hard to tell. So I like this. It has a nice style. I would like, for an academic essay, I would like it to be more concrete about in what way is it hard to tell what are we going to argue in this, like what's the downfall and what's your overall opinion. You need to have that stated initially and then you support it later. We need to be able to differentiate the idea of stating an idea and proving an idea. So you can state your idea clearly in the intro, completely and clearly in your intro. It doesn't mean that you've proven it. You then prove it with examples and outside sources, statistics, but stating it in your intro, in your thesis, that's not like making you repeat it later. Later, you will prove it. There's a difference between stating it and proving it. So I like it to be clear. Don't hint at anything. Tell me exactly what you're going to argue in this essay. And if you have this essay and you do something like that, it's no big deal. All you need to do is go through the body of your essay, see what you're arguing. Ultimately, read through the whole essay, and then go back to the intro and the thesis and state your explicit point. All right, you don't need to tease it and say, "Hey, I'll get to this later." Okay. I wanted to see. We'll see that again. What was this one? This is another issue that I've seen in a handful. One is what we just looked at, the thesis being too general, not actually stating your argument. And two, people repeating Ansari's position. We need to have a clear line of this is Ansari's position and this is our position, and they're not the same. You can agree a lot with them. I want you to agree, but you have to tell the reader initially, right away, and make sure that your essay explains how your idea is different. It cannot be, I agree with Ansari wholeheartedly. Everything he said, I believe. And then let me retell you his book. This is not a book report. This is not a summary. This is an argument where you take his idea, but you create your own idea based off of his idea. So it says here, accessibility to the options that technology offers in dating can definitely be an advantage. However, through mediums such as texting, online dating, and social media, it has become more complicated and stressful than ever for singles to find a lifelong partner. This is essentially Ansari's idea in different words, and you need to extend it. You need to tell me how your idea differs. Ansari says this, I agree with this point and this point. However, I don't think he goes far enough with this point, or I think he misunderstands this point, and this is really important. It needs to be clear from the get-go. What else? What was this? Hold on. That's what we just looked at. This is similar to the first one we just looked at, but is this overload of profiles and new people too much at once? Same type of thing as the first one. This is too general of a concept. You should answer it. Your thesis should not be a question. Your thesis should be a clear statement of your opinion that you plan on arguing. The more specific, the more nuanced it can be, the better it will be. Okay. Right now, rhetorical questions probably aren't the best way to do a thesis. You can use rhetorical questions, maybe one or two in your entire essay, but not in the place where your main argument is encapsulated, because this doesn't state the opinion. All right. I would also, to make sure that you're not, and like I'm looking at this one, and this is common. Make sure that, number one, your topic sentences are your opinion and not outside source opinions. But also, and this one doesn't do it, the first two paragraphs are this way, but if your entire essay is organized around Ansari's points, you see here, like it starts in Ansari's romance, and Ansari's modern romance, that means that your essay is probably a summary of Ansari as opposed to your own argument. Try to have your topic sentences, and we had this in the C paragraph video, have your topic sentences, your opinion. Your opinion. Your thesis needs to be clearly your opinion, not Ansari's opinion, not a summary of Ansari. And then your topic sentences should be your opinion that directly supports your thesis. So think about your thesis as, I don't know, a main argument, let's say, like the alphabet. I guess there's 26 points then, right? But like the alphabet, all 26 letters. But it's a single argument. It's the alphabet, right? And then each paragraph takes a piece of that argument and proves it. So using this analogy, paragraph 1 would be A, paragraph 2 would be B, and then C and then D. And then by the end, you get all these components that are all directly related to your own argument. And then at the end, the collection of all the smaller body paragraphs, once you've proven all those subpoints, you've proven the larger point. So your thesis needs to be your opinion, and your topic sentences need to be your opinion, but just kind of smaller aspects of the larger thesis. I think there was one more. This is similar. This is Ansari. Just because you don't say it's Ansari's idea doesn't mean it's not Ansari's idea. I believe that dating in today's society is significantly more stressful, and I also believe that people will find someone that they are more excited about. This feels like Ansari's idea to me. Just because it doesn't say Ansari says it doesn't mean that it's not Ansari's. What you need to do is state this and show how you're extending it. So, you can say, I agree with Ansari when he states such and such. One thing that Ansari leaves out that I think is very important is perhaps additional conflicts. And maybe you can be specific with what type of conflicts those are that happen online, and the result of those conflicts. And then that would be showing, hey, look, I agree with him here, but he doesn't address these types of specific, and you would have to state them. I don't know what this person's thinking, right? But if you were to go this way, you'd have to state the specific conflicts that occur because of technology, and say, look, Ansari doesn't deal with it. I'm going to deal with it. So this is my argument and not just a repetition of Ansari. I hope this helps. I want you guys to do well. If you have any questions, please email me. I'm happy to help. Okay.